Hello everyone, this is Paukshte Fashion Workshop. I remind you that we post new videos every day. Today I'm going to show you a technique which I've promised to show you a very long time ago. I'm going to show you how to attach rhinestones to a piece of fabric using thermal transfer paper. Have a look here. I've printed this drawing for the tutorial. You can print any picture you like. You can also decorate the patterns in the fabric you're working with. I'm going to show you what to do. If it was a piece of fabric, I would have had to use a piece of tracing paper. I would have had to put it on the fabric and outline the patterns which I wanted to decorate. I'm working fast because I just want to show you the technique. Outline the detail which you want to decorate. This is the face side. For the rhinestones to be attached accurately, you need to turn the piece of fabric face down and put the rhinestones on it face down as well. The rhinestones should be placed on the thermal transfer paper. I'm working with a ready-made drawing. I need to put it on the drawing sticky side up. I'll fix it on the table with a sticky tape. It has to be done. I don't want to accidentally move these pieces of paper when working with them. This detail can be thrown away. I also want to attach these crystals. They should be sewn to the garment. I'll leave some space for them. I'm using the rhinestones of the two colors. I wanted to make something in the style of gel. I wasn't allowed to decorate gel style fabric. I was told that it would have been too much. I'm going to attach the rhinestones to a piece of the simple white fabric. When the fabric is decorated, I'll decide what to sew of it, a top or a blouse or a dress. First I want to decide where the big crystals are going to be attached. Notice that I'm using a pair of pincers. I'll put the bigger crystals face up. I just want to decide where to attach them. The small rhinestones should be put on the thermal transfer paper face down. They have to stick to it. I remind you that I'm using the rhinestones of the two colors. These ones are darker. I think that it's very convenient to work with the use of the pair of pincers. The picture is pretty big. I've chosen it for you to see everything clearly. Attach the rhinestones however you want. It's believed that Swarovski rhinestones are the best ones. It's not a secret that they're very expensive. Nowadays, there are a lot of producers of the rhinestones who sell their products for a much smaller price. I'm not talking about the most cheap rhinestones, the ones which get damaged easily. I'm talking about the high-quality rhinestones which can be bought for a modest price. There are rhinestones of different sizes and colors. Choose the ones which you like better. Use your imagination. There are chameleon rhinestones, matte rhinestones. I'm sure that you'll manage to find the ones which you like. You can also decorate kids' clothes this way. Dresses, t-shirts. The rhinestones I'm using will be attached to the fabric with an iron. They are going to be steamed. The technique is not suitable for attaching rhinestones to phone cases or bags, for example. You can use special glues for that. This is what should be done in case you want to attach rhinestones not to a piece of fabric, but to some other materials. I've decided to decorate the darker parts of the drawing with the darker rhinestones. When I place all the dark rhinestones, I'll move on to working with the light ones. The petals in the drawing are going to be decorated with the light rhinestones, for example. Make sure that the rhinestones have stuck to the thermal transfer paper. This is very important.
Приклеиваются к этой пленке хорошо, но все равно нужно быть аккуратными.
The process is time-consuming. Be ready for that.
Как хотелось бы их приклеить.
Watch the way I'm working. This is the technique which I usually use. Place the rhinestones at the thermal transfer paper one by one. Make sure that you place them face down. Otherwise, they would stick to the iron. I remind you that the big crystals are going to be attached to the fabric differently. I placed them here just for me to know how much space is needed for them. I once wanted to decorate Caroline's dress. I was so satisfied with the result. When I put the crystals to half of the drawing, someone told me that I was attaching the crystals face up. Oh my god, how angry I was. I had nothing else to do but to start from the beginning. I'm sure that no one wants the rhinestones to be attached to the iron. Don't hurry. As I've already said, you can attach the crystals right on the fabric this way. What I'm doing now is pretty complicated. I'm making a decoration, which is going to be attached to a piece of the plain white fabric. I haven't practiced. This is the first time I'm decorating a piece of the plain fabric. I can't wait to see the result. I find the process pretty relaxing. You need to be accurate and patient. You can listen to some music or an audiobook. For the video not to be too long and boring, I'm going to place the rest of the rhinestones on the thermal transfer paper of the camera. I've finished attaching the rhinestones. I need to detach the pieces of the sticky tape next. I'm going to attach the decoration to a piece of fabric. I've marked the place where I want it to be attached. When the fabric is decorated, I'll decide what to make of it. This is how the decoration looks like from the right side. Next, I need to place this detail on the piece of fabric. Be very careful. I'll place it here. I need to remove the pins. Make sure that the thermal transfer paper is placed accurately. Let's go to the ironing desk. I remind you that there will be big crystals attached here. I've decided to attach the decoration here so that I'll be able to make a blouse with the decoration on the front for myself or my daughter.
Она как раз вот я так раскрою, чтобы оно было где-нибудь по центру груди, ну вот в этом месте где-нибудь.
The next thing we need to do is to attach the rhinestones to the fabric. Put a piece of fabric on the rhinestones and press them gently. The iron should be hot.
Вот так вот.
Next, I need to remove this piece of fabric and turn the fabric wrong side up. Be very careful when doing it. Make sure that the thermal transfer paper is accurate on the right side.
приклеиваем с изнанки. Теперь нам
Put a
нужно
piece of
очень
fabric
аккуратненько
here
бегом
and press the
это
rhinestones once
сделать.
again.
Это очень
Don't
ответственно,
worry.
очень важно
Press
их
them
приклеить
really hard.
хорошо. В принципе, вот даже
Watch the
видно,
way
как
I'm doing it.
отпечатывается клей. Прям это
It's
видно,
very
прям
important to press the
сильно-сильно
rhinestones
клеить.
hard.
От того,
They
насколько
should
мы
be
сейчас
attached to
здесь
the fabric
постараемся,
firm.
будет зависеть, насколько крепко будут держаться стразы. Теперь
You can even see the
смотрим,
glue
что у
marks on
нас
the fabric.
получилось. Отрываем
Press the
тряпочку.
rhinestones
Видите,
very
как
hard.
она сильно
The harder you
приклеилась?
press
Это
the
говорит о том,
rhinestones,
что
the more
стразы
firm they
хорошо
will be attached to a
приклеились
piece
к
of
ткани.
fabric.
Даже если
Next, I need to
приклеилась
detach the piece of
тряпочка.
fabric which was used for pressing crystals.
Переворачиваем. Теперь мы
Notice that it's
приклеили
pretty
наши
hard for me to
стразы
do
на
it.
нашей
That means that the
термопленке. И
rhinestones were
следующее,
attached to the
самое
fabric firmly.
завершающее, это
Let's turn
снять
the fabric
термопленку
face
с
side up.
ткани. И
The
наши
last thing to
стразы
do is to
останутся на
detach the
ткани.
thermal transfer paper from the fabric. When I do it, the crystals will still be attached to the fabric. That's it. The decoration is ready.
Теперь можно еще
I'll
раз
iron the
пройти
detail from the wrong
с
side once again.
Теперь
Let's have a
смотрим,
look
что
at
у
the
нас
result.
получилось.
This is how the
Та-та-та-та!
decoration
Вот
looks
такой
like.
у нас получился
I
рисунок.
wanted it to
Это я
remind of
брала
gel.
элемент
I like
жели.
it.
Распечатывали мы
I'm going to
специально.
make a
Ну,
top
не знаю, мне
or a
так
dress of this
захотелось.
piece of
Это будет
fabric.
изделие, это будет какая-нибудь рубашечка
I'm also
или
going to attach the
сарафанчик
big
в таком
crystals
немножко,
here,
ну, не знаю, народный стиль, может быть,
in
не
the middle
подходящий, но,
of
может
this
быть, там будет
decoration.
синий шнурочек еще. Я это
When I make
чуть-чуть
something on this
доделаю
piece of fabric,
вышивку
I'll
здесь,
show you the
чуть-чуть сделаю
result.
камушки, пришью. И, конечно, потом вам покажем видеообзор готового изделия. Но дело
You
в том,
can
что
also
это может
decorate
быть
not
не
a piece of
обязательно
fabric,
ткань, это может
but a
быть
garment
уже
which is
любое
ready
готовое
this way.
изделие, любой рисунок,
If
любой
the pattern in
мотив.
the fabric is
Если
interesting enough,
какой-нибудь
you can
мотив
trace it
уже
to a piece
на,
of the
например,
tracing
на
paper
изделии
and attach
леопард или
crystals to
еще
it.
кто-то, можно его
Do not
перенести
forget
на
to turn the
кальку.
piece of
Не
paper
забыть
face down in
перевернуть,
this
потому
case.
что мы приклеиваем стразы
Otherwise,
кверху,
the
получается,
decoration
мы
won't match the
приклеиваем
pattern.
как зеркально стразы должны приклеивать. И можно
Decorate
всё,
any
что
fabrics you
угодно,
like,
любые
make
мотивы,
any designs
рисунки
and shapes you
геометрические,
want.
растительные, на
Use
любых
your
тканях.
imagination.
Поэтому
Be creative.
фантазируйте, творите.
I want to
Сейчас
show
я
you
вам
how a
пряжу
garment
на
made of
себе
this piece
покажу,
of
как это
fabric will
будет
look like.
выглядеть. Вот что
Have
у
a
нас
look at me.
получилось.
I
Желаю
love
вам
it.
успехов в
That's all for
творчестве.
today.
Теперь
Be
еще и
different and
успехов в
beautiful.
наклеивании
Don't be
страз.
afraid of
Вы на
experiments.
канале Модные практики. С вами была
My name is
Paukshte
Olga.
Ольга, вся
Subscribe
наша
to this
команда.
channel, write comments,
Напоминаю,
share
что
the
наши
videos,
видео
press the
выходят
like
каждый
and the
день.
bell buttons.
Подписывайтесь,
We would
ставьте
really
лайки.
appreciate your
И
support.
всего вам
Thank you.
хорошего.
Goodbye.
Пока.